I stand here before you, asking you to come and unite and make veganism a powerful beacon of light. I plead for you all to say, come, unity, and unite as one beautiful community. Community. This feeling of togetherness shouldn't be new to me, but the uncertainty of this is still plaguing some. But we should put that to the side and come together as one. Because a collective of others can be a powerful force, and to mix and to mingle is something we all endorse. And the joy of unity is something that's natural to feel, because being involved together is what we yearn for real. But first, let's take it back to the time when you discovered the gift that is veganism and the truth was uncovered. So much power in this truth. You of course felt compelled to share, but when you tell your friends and family, they simply don't care. And so you reach out further, and eventually you find another living and breathing vegan whose thinking is aligned. There's a simple and immediate connection, no need to break any ice, as your united ethical stance already confirms that you're both nice. And the overwhelming excitement that you realise there are others after you worried you were all alone, but now you've gained a new sister or brother. And you two vegans become more, the foundations of a community are laid, and before you know it, a nice little V-gang has been made. And there is a buzz in the air, as this lifestyle is giving you all of the things you couldn't foresee. Acceptance, love, trust, hope, joy, friendship, and the new family. And the beauty is, we're all different, all of unique personalities. We come in all different sizes, colours, shapes, ages, with different backgrounds and nationalities. You realise the barriers that separated you from others were just built up from your fear. But in this community, the barriers don't just go down, but they completely disappear as you have reset yourself to your human nature, and now instinctive intuition is your guide. And although we all wear different war paint, we are all compassionate warriors on the same side. And the great thing is, this is only growing and growing. On the up is the only way that this movement is going. But that is only if we see that all of our energy must be focused 100% with positivity. Because negativity and fear are only going to breed an attitude and direction that we really don't need. Because cracks can appear in even the strongest of walls. And if the foundation crumbles, it could all definitely fall. We're a passionate bunch. So of course, emotions are going to run high. We all have different ideas that sometimes others will defy. It's because it's important to us. It invokes emotions some of us have never ever felt before. We all so desperately want change, and so we want to be sure that every other brother and sister is only focused on what we see as a priority. But we need to step back and realise that not one of us is the vegan authority. Because clashing with each other and falling out and causing these infighting wars is all pointless when we realise that we are all fighting the same cause. And it can only weaken this community if we break up into different sections, because the movement is a lot less effective if we're moving in different directions. So let's refocus this passion and energy and take veganism higher, and don't let that water of passion you have boil over and put out the fire. Remember what it was that inspired you to choose to be vegan. Why you felt it was so important. What was that vital reason? You wanted animals to be free. You wanted the planet to stay alive. You wanted to live healthily and every single one of us to thrive. And remember when you first spoke out, or the first vegan thing that you shared, you had stepped out into the world and you had proudly declared that you want there to be change and you want the truth to be known. So remember, there are others that want the same, and that we should not moan, because being our own worst enemy is what could damage veganism the most. So instead, have understanding and tolerance for every different approach. Extend that recognition of equality to each other. Embrace it, but just resist the temptation to condemn another vegan, especially while meat eating still exists. Instead, we should unite together with love, because that is the most powerful way to go. Because the love-fueled desire to fight injustice will overpower any ego. As together we make more of a difference with our message being amplified, and with one united voice of compassion, we will not be denied. I mean, just look at the progress that's been made already, and look how much this movement has grown. Only 1% of vegans in the entire world, but yet somehow we make ourselves known. And the world doesn't even know how to deal with us, because we are a group like they have never seen, because we bring truth, logic, we destroy all other arguments, and we are stocked full of protein. The only way that we should even be mentioning veganism is in a positive way. Those negative stories against it, don't even give them the time of day. Just see them as a sign that we are doing the industry's damage, and them lying about veganism is the only way that they can manage. Because when we are positive and we ensure and we avoid the condemnation of those that aren't even vegan, we ensure positive association, and we destroy the negative and create a new feel-good hype, and we change the public perspective to a positive vegan stereotype. And then veganism being shown in a positive light is all they will ever know, and those militant, extremist, angry stereotypes will ever so slowly go. In fact, most people will see us and have no option but to agree that it's completely right to be living vegan in this world. So I ask you with love, come and unite. And I hope that there comes a time in our lives where all of us will be seeing a world that doesn't even need this community, because we'll just be a collective of humans that are just being. A time when the word vegan doesn't even exist, because not eating animal products will be the norm. But the existence of this peaceful world will be because of the community that we now form. So be conscious of your contribution. Become that example of positivity. Don't give anyone any excuses. Just be that change you want to see. Because most people just see us and think we're just a group obsessed with fruit and veg. But when it comes to changing and saving this planet, we are the leading edge. Thank you, guys.